Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Josh from Caviar Group. What we're going over today is that we're actually reviewing the US30 cheat codes. Cheat codes, yes, you read that right. We are going to be going over and breaking down the key hidden levels within US30 to be able to give us proper support and resistance levels, daily major targets to look for and to take profit from, especially when scalping on intraday trades, and also giving us a secondary look at key levels. So I'm really giving you two major key levels, ways to approach that, and then secondarily max levels for the day to use. It should be pretty beneficial. So the main concept I want to go through and go over with US30 and really most instruments is the power of closing prices. So closing prices, oops, it's spelled correctly, that'd be helpful. Closing prices are king. So this is one of the most undereducated concepts, in my opinion, that I've run across in the past 5 years. Virtually no one is teaching about closing prices, how to use them effectively, and how to integrate this in your trading. It's not really been spoken about. So what I'm going to do is introduce the topic, how to use it effectively, and then break down the key numerical levels, how to use this effectively. So essentially what closing prices are is that every candle has really four pieces of information: open, and price on which it opens at; a close, a high, which it went during that time period, and a low. Open, high, low, close, right? That's one of the core fundamental concepts that makes up especially candlesticks. So for this candle right here, just for a random example, open was here, open, high is up here, it went all the way up here, low was down here, and then the close ultimately was up here. This candle, open was here, open, high, low, close, okay? When a price closes at a certain and very specific level, that actually creates a support and resistance line for the next time period that can actually be used, projected into the future. So for instance, this price here, if this was the closing price for this particular day, this can be used during that entire period for the next following day. So this is going to be April the 14th. If we just happen to go for that date, we'll go to M15. We can see that level should be respected and should have some price action happening at that particular level. Find it. Jesus. All right. All right. Anyway, let's do that over again. Let's do this another way. So the easiest way to find open, high, low closes, and especially a great indicator that will help do that, is an indicator for free with indicators called Open, High, Low Close, OHLC, which identifies hourly, daily, weekly, monthly closes and lets you project that previous closing price into the following corresponding time frame, which is exactly what we want to do. So I would look up this indicator, save it from non.86. Really, really, really great indicator. I've built a lot of systems kind of on this initial concept, but this is low-key a really great indicator. So we're going to click this. This is going to pull up. I've already made some adjustments to this one. So ultimately, we want to show daily high, open, hold, low, close. We just need that one for the time being because we're going to be working with daily closing prices. That's going to be a core concept with US30. And we're going to select previous daily closing price. I like this color in particular for my closing price. It just works for me. Click OK. So what this does is on the M30 chart, plots yesterday's previous closing price and projects it all through the next day, right? And then when that day closes, it creates a new closing price that can be projected for that day. And on and on and on and on and on. So you can see all these levels are able to be used for the entire day, and then it gets reset. This is one of the reasons why price is so difficult to identify key levels in, because it's constantly moving. So you kind of got to adapt with it as it literally creates new closing prices for each time frame. That's a massive breakthrough. So that being said, this is a support and resistance line that is respected for that time frame, or for that day. All right. So you can use this as a key support and resistance line that can be respected. You can see there's price action here. That's useful. Here it was respected a lot. Price went up for that day. Same thing here. Price broke through here. Made a little doji, broke above it. Same deal. Okay. Now here's where it gets interesting. We want to focus on is a major cheat code for US30 daily closing price, right? So this is the daily, and this is our closing price, right? Let's use this as for example, same color, right? This is our closing price. What most people don't know is there are hidden levels above and below this closing price. It's set numerical levels. And it is different for every single instrument, and it is different for every single time frame, right? This is a key fundamental concept. It took me a long time to find this, and there's actually different codes for different instruments, different time frames. So this one is going to be specific for US30, right? It's not 162. We're going to go over 3 separate cheat codes, right? Magic number for this is going to be 90 points. Taking notes, I'd write that down. For identifying daily key levels using closing prices, daily closing price specifically, it's at 90. So once this line gets put in on the start of a new day using yesterday's previous daily closing price, we're going to go up 90 points on TradingView. We're going to mark up 90. Let's try to get these exactly. These a little sticky. Trying to get these right. So there you go, right. Just keep increasing the price. There we go, 90. There we go, 90. Okay, all right. So price is created. When price reaches this, this is an automatic support and resistance level. Automatically created every single day that you can use. Major breakthrough. And guess what? There's a level right below it as well. Okay? So there's a level 90 points or 900 pips below that. So now we have, just based on the fact of the new day starting, we have a new resistance line and we have a new support line. Pretty cool, right? So let's test this out. We're going to layer this on a chart for today. So this was yesterday. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to use Tuesday's closing price to use these and create levels from. Shorten this up. Of course, we want to add one above it, right? Because it does it above and below. So the price may or may not reach this, but the level's still there nonetheless. Okay. Let's go to a smaller time frame, 5 minutes. You can see that as price reaches this level, guess what happens? Price action. Wow, you had no idea that was there before. It's now there. So pretty interesting, right? So this was an automatic support line that was created just the fact that the day was starting that level. Pretty cool, right? Pretty amazing. So 90 is an important number for Dow Jones, US30, using previous daily closing prices, creating automatic support and resistance levels. These can be used to take price from, if you see double tops, to sell into and take profit from here, vice versa. This can be used as confluences within your current trading system. This can be used as take profits. However you use horizontal lines, these are created. Okay. Let's just randomly just draw another one here. Just copy and paste this and see if this holds up. And you're going to ask me in the comments or otherwise, why is 90 an important number? My answer, I have no idea. I just know that it's there based on back testing. Okay, here we go. More price action right at 90 points. Okay. Yes. Why didn't I draw one below there? This price didn't go down there, but there is a level there too. Okay. Does this happen every day? This happens every day. So if you're looking for additional points within your system to use these. Okay. Things you didn't know they were there before, they're there. Okay. Now, it gets a little deeper. If we take this one step further, what we're going to find is by using the Fibonacci extension, Fibonacci retracement tool within TradingView, and layering that from here to here, and then here to here, we're actually able to create new support and resistance levels and many more levels we can use. So let's do that. This was literally yesterday. Or most importantly, it's actually today. It's the same day. So if we use this level here, pull this out, we can see that there's price action right here at the 50% retracement level. If we're looking for a sell down, we can use that way. That works for your system. That's automatically. So that's roughly 45 points. We're doing the math correctly, or 450 pips. And then if we go down, guess what? More levels. Look at that. Right on the money. It can be used. So, this is not your standard Fibonacci retracement. This has been modified by me based on backtesting, and this is also specific to US30. So you want to use these levels. Write this down, take a screenshot, do what you need to do. There's the one level, 50% retracement, 0.50, negative 1, negative 1.618, negative 2.618, negative 3.618, negative 4.618, negative 5.618, and 0. Now there also is some levels based on some of my back testing at negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. but the most consistent numbers happen at these levels. So again, Fibonacci retracement layered from the previous daily closing price. One level's there, zero level is up 90, and that gives us our layers up, levels up. Same thing. One level here, level 0, boom, that gives us our levels down. So what you're going to ask is, does price react to these? Can I use these levels on a daily basis? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. So check this out. Okay. These are levels. So if you're looking again to take profit from confluence points, these are very consistent. You can use these over and over again. 90 points up, 90 points down at your fit. Ultimately, if you add these all incorrectly, correctly on a daily basis, you'll be able to see something like this. This is literally the exact same thing. And you'll see price action at all these levels. I personally take that 50% retracement off for me, so you won't actually see that. I think it was 0.50 on my chart, but for me, I like just the extension levels. To me, this range right here, the one level on up to these negative 0.618 is like the average daily range. Once you start to push out of that, price is really extending beyond its normal daily consolidation range, if you will. But still powerful nonetheless. So you'll see the price reacts pretty consistently on all these levels. So this is a 5-minute chart. We just extend out. We can just go back a couple weeks. I think that's what I have on my chart. You can see price action at all the same levels. And all I've done is copied and pasted the same thing over and over again on these charts. You can see price action here pretty consistently. All right, at these levels. Previous daily closing price, negative 0.27 on the downside. There are other systems you can use to identify how to get in, but in my opinion, there is no real refuting that these are consistent levels and can and should be used on a regular basis. I actually caught this trade right here with a 1 to 100, no bullshit. I actually caught this. Once price tapped this level, I had about a 4 pip stop, and I targeted this level down here. This trade has actually been tighter than that. So there are other confluences that I use in order to take that trade, in order to really make that. But as soon as the thing tapped this with other confluences, I was in this thing. I really took this trade. So it is a 1 to 135, probably at best. I got to 1 to 101, but if you're hitting triple digit risk rewards on US30 at any given time, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. So still have a long way to go as a trader. I'm still learning. I'm still developing. US30 is new to me. GJ is probably my best instrument, but you can see the power of being able to do this. You can literally trade in this situation. You could risk the same amount, take 135 trades, miss on 134 of those, hit on 135 and still break even. That's pretty powerful. Now you want other confluences to do that. Certainly it's not going to work every time it's going to react off that, but that was an ideal trade. And the reason why I actually exited at that green level is because I took this sell trade perfectly as well on a different trade. I was looking for a target down here, and I couldn't figure out why price was reacting at these levels. And so I literally went back and I revitalized this system to come up with this, so I could really understand what I was missing, why there's hidden levels here, what did I miss. And so I knew that conservatively, if I take profit here at the on a sell here, and then conservatively at the top here on a buy, there it was going to hit. Now, price did run a little bit and actually hit target almost perfectly down here, I believe it was. But still, that was a pretty good pip gain. That was a really nice move. So that's 555 points or 5,500 pips in a day. One move. So no drawdown. So that is the power of utilizing these within the system. One extra confluence point could really make a difference, and these levels will be helpful. So that alone should be extremely helpful and worth watching this video. All right, so the rabbit holes can get a little bit deeper here. All right, so I'm going to add some more value here and pack this thing out to make it worthwhile. Max daily levels. All right, so in addition to these 90-point levels, what you will notice if you're paying attention to this is this thing is maxing out here on a daily basis at the negative 5.618 level. This is the maximum take profit you should have for intraday levels. This thing hit, I think, 3 or 4 times when testing this. All right, check this out. So price moved down. I think there was a war announcement, which is why ultimately price started really dipping down hard on these, and certainly some fundamentals have a lot to do with that, along with news coming out. But again, same thing as usual, 90 points below previous daily close, later that fib, negative 5.618. This thing dropped to the T 584 points, right? It dropped the exact same amount right here. So if you're looking to maximize your daily profit and want to get out on time, you should probably exit how long? Approximately 584 points, give or take. My precision might be a little bit off there, but essentially once that negative 5.618 levels hit, exit the trade. Here's a blank chart. Guess how long this trade actually went. So if we actually copy and paste our levels, right? Layer this in here, literally copy and paste the same thing over again. Look what happens. Almost exactly down to the point. This thing dropped almost that exact amount. Just barely missed it. Is it starting to make sense? Okay. To the upside. Cool. All right. All right. Let's move on. I think we got the point. But anyway, these previous daily closing prices layered in are powerful concepts. Okay. Maxing out price. Set numerical amount down. 90 is the magic number. Magic number here is approximately, give or take, 590 points. That's well. And apparently close out the application. Interesting. 590 points. All right. So, points. If you spell correctly, that'd be fantastic. So, points. Anyway, 90 points, key daily levels from previous daily close. Max daily levels, 590 points from previous daily close. Now, one more kicker concept. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my mouse and we'll go through this. All right, cool. I promise I'm not wasting y'all's time. I'm gonna pack this thing full of value. Okay. So one more key concept. Ready? We got the previous daily closing price above and below 90 points creates a level. We know the Fibonacci layer on top of that due to these specific levels. These levels gives us pretty strong support and resistance lines. Got it, right? Price maxes out at approximately 590 points. Got it. Okay. One more layered kicker on top of this. Okay. For these cheat codes for US30. And these levels are US30 specific. Let's take everything off the chart. Okay. Check this out. One more magic number. Okay. This is pretty cool. This works for US30 and it works for NAS 100 as well. It actually works a little better on NAS in my opinion. But if we identify a major high or major low, we can actually use another set of numerical values to identify even more key areas of confluence alongside what we just learned. What does that mean? Okay, we would say this is a pretty well-established high right there, right? Call it green. Background, make it green. As we go to 33%. Border probably should be green too. We'll take the color red for the bottom. We would say this is probably a low of the chart, right? That's red. I should just copy the red one over. That's fine. Okay. Now, let's find a couple more points. Actually, we'll get into that later. Now, if we identify major highs and lows using this, again, this is based on my research. This is not a course I took. This is just straight back testing and, oh, wow, that shit's interesting. I need to write that shit down and probably help somebody else next time I get asked. There are major levels that can be used off of the major highs and lows at specific numerical levels. This magic number is 100 from the high and low. Okay. Magic number is 100 if I can select it properly. 9.9. Details matter. Jesus. Get in your home. Here we go. 100. Perfect. 100. All right. Magic number here is 100 points for the highs and lows. Now, if we identify the low price, a major low, and use that same Fibonacci retracement tool and go up 100 pips, we actually get additional major key levels as well. Can be used. Okay. This is using the exact same fib settings we did on the previous one. Now we can see the price is reacting here. And again, these can be used most likely as take profit levels here as well. This trade, you literally could have just taken the trade off this bounce right here, off a 5-minute chart, and just this thing just would have ran. You literally just would have ran all these levels here. That's same numerical distance, and actually longer, because it is a much bigger fib based on 100 points versus 90. Now this becomes an additional level here. Price continues to run. 50% bounce and run. That's probably a whole trading system in itself right there, right? 1 to 0, back to 50% retracement, and go target the major levels. So this trade alone, conservatively, even if you just would have put the low underneath the one level, if you had other reasons to take this trade up to here, would have given you a 1 to 9.4 risk reward ratio that would have hit pretty easily for 568 points, 5,680 pips. Pretty awesome. Okay. Now what you could ask me, does this apply the opposite way? Yes, it does. So take a major high. Again, major highs, major lows only. It starts to get choppy once you start to get in the mid-tier versions of that, even though these levels are here for those. It's easy to get chopped up, in my opinion, if you aren't at a major level. So just be sure that you have done your research effectively to identify when the market turns are going to happen. But if you're able to get on that, obviously the ability to crush 568 points pretty easily is there. So here, major high, 100 points down. Here we have key levels. Now, does this look accurate and look familiar? Zero level, 50% retracement, double top, triple top, maybe quadruple top, definitely a triple top. 1, 2, 3, and drop. More likely this thing is, I mean, I'm not going to get into which way this is going, up or down in my opinion. From what it looks like overall we're in an uptrend, just based on the 5-minute chart. But this would be considered a major high, and these levels are being extremely well respected. So again, major US30 cheat code. High, low levels, magic number 100 points. I'm jam-packing this thing full of value. Your guru is going to charge a shitload of money for this. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'd rather just give the info out, and we can get after how to trade this effectively in our own time. So if you want to learn more, come find me. More information is available. Caviar group. Probably provide the links below at some point. If you got any questions, get after me. Write in the comment section. Message me. Josh Tracy, Caviar Trading, and this is the US30 cheat codes. Free info.